Gareth Southgate is nice guy Gareth, the guy in the waistcoat, the guy who, he's young, he can relate to these guys and very much loved by the England fans. But he's a soft touch. He is. When under Fabio Capello or, under Sven-Goran Eriksson, would you see players like Maguire getting into bust-ups in Greece? Yes, okay. Some details about that story may be off, but there's no smoke without fire. Walker breaching lockdown rules. Grealish breaching lockdown rules. You've got Foden and Greenwood doing what they've done. I think Hudson-Odoi was playing football at the start of lockdown as well. All of these things have come in the last 6-12 months. Do they even care what Gareth Southgate thinks of them? If you're a footballer, if you go back to the days of Lampard and Gerrard, a call from the England boss is sacred. That person is the main man. He is the person you're trying to impress. When you're playing for your club, you are trying to impress the England manager. He is the top man that can possibly manage you. And I don't think they respect it. The way they play on a football pitch, it doesn't imply to me that they particularly respect him. I think they all like him, but do they respect him? I'm not sure.
Yeah. Reece mentioned the word selfish as well, and one thing that came to my mind after my last comments was the other England players in that squad, upon hearing this news, must be thinking, who do you boys think you are? Like, you've just rocked up here. You've just rocked up to this squad. Who do you think you are? Selfish is basically the perfect word for it. Like, when you're new to something, and like Reece said, getting that call up for your country, especially for some of the bigger countries, is everything you dreamed of since you were a little boy, since you started playing football. And you would be advised by everybody else, you'd imagine, to get in, listen, let your football do the talking, and keep your head down. And the fact that they've gone and done this, I just think that the other people in the squad, the other players, would just be thinking, like what is this? Like, you've come here and you're doing this. Like, who do you think you are? And yeah, I think they'd be going on that plane now, Greenwood and Foden, and just thinking, what have I done? What have I done to ruin this? Because they're going to have to, this is going to have to blow over, isn't it? They're not just things like this are going to be taken into consideration now for the next England squad and things like that. So they have to get back to their clubs now, right their wrongs, get their heads down, start playing really good football, because that's the only thing that they can do now.
I'm going to come at this from a whole other angle, and maybe I'm built very, very differently to the rest of society, conservative Britain, shall we say? And I'll round it up so we can obviously we'll come to an end in a moment. But in The Last Dance on Netflix, Dennis Rodman left the Chicago Bulls mid-season in a title charge to go spend 48 hours with Carmen Electra. That's how I like my superstars. I like that. Now, Phil Foden and Greenwood with Miss Iceland and a couple of her mates, perfectly okay with it. Don't mind. I actually think it's quite interesting. The only issue I have with it is the COVID element. That's it. I think the COVID element is very selfish. But beyond that,